welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be guiding you through a yoga class to help cultivate more self-love. This class is open to all levels. We'll be working on hip openers, some core work, and back bends as well. So once you're ready, go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, either sitting cross-legged or on the ankles. And go ahead and soften the eyes. You can rest the hands on the thighs, or maybe bringing one hand to the heart, the other to the low belly. Whatever feels most natural, most useful for you. And then right away beginning to connect with yourself here. Noticing how you feel on a physical level, but also on an energetic level. And we'll go ahead and find one cleansing breath here. So exhaling where you are. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale, let it out. Allow the body to soften. Coming to a natural rhythm of breath, breathing in and out through the nose. So in our practice today, we'll be working on embracing self-love, focusing on compassion and kindness. And so we'll set an intention for our class today to practice from a place of self-love. And whether that means moving our bodies more mindfully, or moving in a way that is nourishing, that feels good to ourselves, really listening to our bodies. Or maybe it just means being more mindful of our thoughts, making sure that our inner dialogue is true and kind. And taking a few more breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can gently open the eyes, releasing the hands to the mat. Take a big inhale, then go ahead and lift the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, interlace the fingers, flip the hands so the palms face the sky. Inhale here, and exhale, bend to the right. Ground down through both sit bones. Feel the left side of the rib cage expand. Good. Inhale, come back through center, and then exhale, bend to the left. Reaching the palms towards the sky. And then inhale, coming back through center. As you exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest for cactus arms. As you exhale, round through the spine, cross the arms over one another, bring the hands to the shoulder blades, giving yourself a hug. Good. Inhale, peel the chest open. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round through the spine, draw the chin to the chest, giving yourself a hug. Inhale, open the heart wide, bring the elbows back, and then exhale, rounding through the spine. Do this a few more times at your own pace. Moving with your breath, moving mindfully and slowly, just gently warming up the spine. One more here. Big inhale, open the chest, And then reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, plant the right hand down, reach the left arm up and over. Maybe coming down onto the forearm. Inhale, come up through center. And then exhale, twist to the left. Bring the left hand towards the back of the mat. Right hand comes to the left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up, coming back through center. And then exhale, plant the left hand down, reach the right bicep to the ear. Again, maybe coming down onto the forearm, but keep both sit bones planted firmly down. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale, twist to the right side. Inhale to come back up through center. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, reconnecting with yourself here. And then go ahead and bring the hands to the mat, coming onto all fours, hands and knees, making your way into tabletop pose, making sure the joints are stacked. Moving into a few rounds of cats and cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. As you exhale, round through the spine, draw the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw the low belly in towards the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, peel the heart open through the shoulders. And exhale, draw the shoulder blades apart. Moving through a few more rounds here, finding whatever feels good. Maybe flipping the fingers, tucking the toes, shifting the hips from side to side. Whatever feels most nourishing for your body here. Go ahead and find 3 last full breaths here. On your last breath, coming back to a neutral tabletop, go ahead and tuck the toes. Lift the knees to hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out the legs, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide, rooting down through the arms. And then go ahead and pedal out the feet, walking out your downward facing dog, bending one knee, and bending the other. Just stretching out the hamstrings and the calves. Being really mindful of your movement here. And then go ahead and find stillness in your downward dog. Gaze forward at the top of the mat. Step or jump. Finding a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, ride the breath down, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step it back to plank. And then exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, draw the elbows in, baby cobra. Lift the heart. Exhale, release the forehead to the mat. Bring the fingertips to the outer edges of the mat, elbows pointed up towards the sky. Big inhale, peel the chest open for cobra. Gazing over the right shoulder. And then exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat. Inhale, peel the chest open, gazing over the left shoulder. Exhale, release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Gaze forward, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps. Using your core strength, lift yourself up into plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg for three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, drawing that right heel towards the glutes. And then inhale, straighten out the right leg. Exhale, draw the right knee to the right elbow. And then step the right foot to the outer edge of the mat, coming into lizard pose. Drop the back knee. Coming up onto the fingertips, keeping the gaze lifted, the chest lifted as well, getting a stretch in the right outer hip and the left hip flexor. You can keep the left hand planted here, bring the right hand to the inside of the right knee, spinning onto the outer edge of the right foot for a deeper stretch. And then go ahead and heel toe that right foot back in, bringing the right hand outside of the right foot. Inhale, reach the arms up for a low lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arms. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, plant the hands down, straighten out the right leg for half splits. And finding one more breath here. Bending into that front knee. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, ride the breath down, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step it back to plank. Drop the knees to the mat, and then walk the hands forward, coming into puppy dog pose. Make sure the hips are stacked above the knees. Press the palms into the ground, bring your forehead to the mat, opening up the chest and the shoulders. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can bring the chin to the mat, or you can come up onto the fingertips. Breathe into the heart space. On your next inhale, slowly peel the chest up, sinking the hips to the floor, coming onto the forearms for Sphinx pose. Press into the palms, press into the forearms, relax the shoulders away from the ears. From here, you can bend both knees, drawing the heels towards the glutes and pointing the toes, getting a gentle back bend here. If you'd like, you can come onto the hands for a deeper stretch, straightening out the elbows and dropping the head back slightly if that feels good. Slowly release your forehead back down to the mat, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps, downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Inhale, straighten out the leg. Exhale, draw the left knee to the left elbow, and then step that left foot forward outside of the left hand, coming into lizard pose. Dropping onto the back knee, coming onto the fingertips, keep the chest and the gaze lifted. From here, you can keep the right hand planted down, bring the left hand to the inner knee, spinning onto the outer edge of the left foot. Plant the left hand back down, heel toe that foot in. As you inhale, reach the arms up for a low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach the arms back up, and then exhale, plant the hands down, straighten out the left leg for half splits. Releasing the head and neck, folding over the left leg. Keeping the toes flexed. You can have a slight bend in the knee here if that feels better. On your next inhale, lift the gaze. Step the left foot forward, tuck the right toes, Step the right foot forward to meet the left foot, ragdoll pose. Bring hands to opposite elbows, bending the knees here, and allowing the belly to rest on the thighs. You can shake your head yes or no, releasing any tension in the neck. Then go ahead and release the hands to the mat. Bend the knees generously here, and vertebrae by vertebrae slowly lift yourself all the way up, moving slowly and mindfully. When you make your way all the way up, roll the shoulders back and away from the ears, palms facing the front of the mat, mountain pose, Tadasana. From here, step the right foot back, facing the long ways of your mat, coming into goddess pose. Heels in, toes out, bend the knees, open the arms, grounding down through the feet, feeling strong and supported. Inhale, straighten out the arms, straighten out the legs. Exhale, sink the hips down, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, sinking into goddess. This time, bringing the hands to the knees for a gentle twist. Right shoulder drops in, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale to come through center. As you exhale, drop the left shoulder in, pressing the left palm into the inner knee. Inhale to switch, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale one last time. Inhale through center. Bring the hands to the hips, straighten out the legs. And preparing for side lunges here. So spinning the right toes out slightly, right heels in, bending into the right knee. Bring the right hand inside of the right foot, maybe bringing the left fingertips down. Getting a gentle stretch in the right hip and the left inner thigh. As you inhale, walk the fingers towards the left side of the mat, bending into the left knee this time. Left hand is placed inside of the left foot. And walking the hands to the center of the mat. Slight bend in the knees, bring the hands to the hips, lift yourself all the way up to standing. Toes in, heels out. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Draw the heart open towards the sky. Big inhale. As you exhale, finding a wide-legged forward fold, hinging from the hips. Release the crown of the head to the mat. Slight bend in the knees here. You can shake the head yes or no, releasing any tension. A few more breaths here. When you're ready, releasing the fingertips, bringing the hands to the hips, and then slowly making your way up to standing. Readjust the right toes so that they're facing the back of the mat, hips squared facing the long ways of the mat, and then back left foot will be parallel with the front of the mat. Coming into extended side angle, placing the right elbow on top of the right thigh, bringing the left bicep to the ear, feeling the left ribs expand, finding any other variation here you'd like, maybe bringing the left fingertips down or finding a bind, but keeping the chest open towards the sky. One more breath here. Finding warrior two, extending the arms, gazing over the right fingers. Inhale, shift the body forward, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left hand comes to the back leg. Inhale, warrior two. And then exhale, straighten out the right leg, triangle pose. Gaze up at the fingertips. Shoulders are stacked. One more breath here. Inhale. Straighten out the arms, bring the hands to the hips, and then turn to face the front of the mat. Left toes facing the front. Back foot parallel with the back of the mat. Extended side angle on the left side. Left elbow on the left thigh, right bicep to ear, finding your variation. Good. Take one last breath here. Finding warrior two. Bending into that front knee. Gazing over the front fingers. As you inhale, shift the body forward. Exhale, flip the front palm. Right hand comes to the back leg. Left bicep to ear. Big inhale here. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten out the left leg, stacking the shoulders, gazing up at the fingertips. As you inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step it back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high in the toes, shifting into plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Preparing ourselves for a Shalabhasana here, bringing your forehead to the mat, bringing hands to reverse prayer behind the back. So you're going to press the palms together and the fingers are going to be facing up towards the shoulders. Another option here is to bring hands to opposite elbows and you'll still get the same effect in the shoulders. On your next inhale, lift into Shalabhasana. So go ahead and lift the forehead, the shoulders, the chest, the toes, and the thighs. Pointing the toes, lifting the gaze, and then slowly release the right cheek to the mat. Release the hands alongside the body. Taking a breath here. Then bring your chin to the mat. We'll come into bow pose. So go ahead and bend the knees. Draw the heels towards the glutes. From here, you'll reach the hands for the outer edges of the ankles. Keep the toes flexed so that the tops of the feet are facing the sky. On your next inhale, gently press the ankles into the hands to press yourself up. Lift the knees up off of the ground and then go ahead and point the toes. Lift the chest up high. Keep pressing the ankles into the hands. Gaze forward, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the thighs and the knees back down, resting the left cheek onto the mat. And from here, you can place the hands underneath the shoulders and press yourself back into child's pose. Coming back to our intention set at the beginning of class, to practice from a place of self-love. So are you moving with compassion? Are your thoughts true and kind? Finding one last breath here. And then when you're ready, slowly making your way up into a tabletop pose, moving into Gomukhasana. So twisting the right leg behind the left leg, and then coming to sit down on the glutes. So the left leg should be on top of the right leg here. Knees ideally stacked. You can use a block or a pillow underneath the hips for more support. Or if it's too much for you here, you can always straighten out the leg that's on the bottom. From here, we'll bring the left arm underneath and around the right arm, pressing the palms and fingers together, growing tall through the spine, rooting down through the sit bones, holding here for 3 breaths. On your last breath, you can slowly release the hands on top of the feet and gently close the eyes, tuning back into the breath here. Good. So from here, we're going to move into a tricky transition, so listen closely. Planting both hands over towards the right side of the mat, lifting the hips up so that you're uncrossing the legs, facing the back of the mat, and then walking the hands all the way over to the opposite side. Keeping the left toes where they are, you're going to sink the hips back down. So the right leg should be on top of the left leg this time. It's okay if you didn't quite get the transition, you can simply switch legs. And then finding whatever variation works best for you. So either staying here with the knees stacked or straightening out the bottom leg. And finding our arm position here. So this time left arm is going to come around the right arm. Pressing the palms and fingers together. Gently releasing the hands here, resting them on top of the feet, maybe softening the eyes. And from here, you can gently open the eyes, uncrossing the legs, coming onto hands and knees in tabletop pose. Just gently shift the hips from side to side, releasing any tension or tightness. From here, you can lift the knees, coming into plank pose, optional vinyasa, otherwise meeting in downward facing dog. Good. From our downward dog, we'll go ahead and step to the top of the mat and then come down to sit all the way onto the back. So making your way all the way down to the ground, moving into some core work here. So go ahead and bring the soles of the feet on the ground, bending the knees, interlace the hands behind the back of the head. Go ahead and lift the feet up off of the mat. Keeping the knees bent at a 90-degree angle, we'll find some bicycle kicks. So straighten out the right leg, let it hover. Bring the right elbow to the left knee, and then switch. Left elbow to the right knee, and then switch. Bringing the right elbow to the left knee, and switch. Doing this for 10, 9, 8, keep the breath going, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the feet and the arms. And taking a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, let it out. Moving into our back bends, placing the soles of the feet on the ground, hip-width distance apart. Press the palms into the mat and then go ahead and lift the hips up for bridge pose. Pressing down firmly into the feet, energetically drawing the knees together. Maybe interlacing the fingers into a fist, pressing the fist and the forearms into the ground to lift the hips up even more. Chin is in the chest. And then once you're ready, exhale, slowly release the hips back down, shaking the knees from side to side just to reset the spine. So moving into our next back bend, you have the option to find bridge pose once more, or you can move into Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. So choosing your variation here, making sure feet are hip-width distance apart. If you're coming into wheel pose, go ahead and bring the hands beside the ears with the elbows pointed up towards the sky. On your next inhale, go ahead and press into the feet, lift the hips up. If you're coming into bridge pose, go ahead and go there. If you're coming into wheel pose, go ahead and place the crown of the head on the ground. Take another inhale to lift the crown of the head up. Press into the hands, lift yourself up into wheel pose. Keep pressing the hips up, energetically drawing the knees together, strong through the back and strong through the legs. Whenever you're ready, slowly make your way back out of the pose the same way you came into it, lowering the crown of the head onto the mat, and then the back and the hips. This time, bring the knees together, bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Bring the left hand over the heart and the right hand on the low belly. Taking a moment to reconnect back into the heart space, back into your attention. Feel the subtle heartbeats underneath the fingers, the expansion of the breath. And repeating this mantra to yourself quietly or internally. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. And take a few more moments to allow the power of those words to settle into your body, settle into the core of your being. And on your next breath, you can slowly draw the knees into the chest, keeping the right knee hugged into the chest. Go ahead and extend the left leg long. Take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, bring the left hand to the outer edge of the right knee, crossing the knee over the body towards the left side for a gentle supine twist. Gazing over the right shoulder if it's comfortable for your neck. If you like, you can find a gentle quad stretch with the left leg by bending the left knee and bringing the right hand on top of the left foot. Gently releasing the bind if you took that variation Hugging the right knee back into the chest and the left knee follows. Keeping the left knee in close, extend the right leg. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, twist the left knee across the body, gazing over the left shoulder. Option to find a bind here, maybe bending the right knee, reaching the left hand for the top of the right foot. Drawing the shoulder blades down towards the ground and coming back to your breath. And gently releasing your bind here. Hugging the left knee in and the right knee follows. Wrapping the arms around the shins, gently rocking from side to side, giving yourself a big hug. Giving yourself as much love as you would to another person. And then moving into happy baby, so bringing the arms inside the legs, hands to the outer edges of the feet. Drawing the knees down towards the outer edges of the ribs. And then when you're ready, you can release the legs back down. Extending the legs out wide. Relaxing the arms alongside the body with the palms face up. Giving yourself permission to take up as much space here as you'd like. Go ahead and close the eyes. We'll find a cleansing breath here, exhaling where you are. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And open the mouth, sigh it out. Allow your body to relax. Allow yourself to rest here in Savasana, and I'll call you back when it's time. slowly start to bring your awareness back into the space. Finding small movements to inspire the body to wake up. Wiggling the toes, the fingers, rolling the wrists, the ankles, pointing the toes and stretching the arms up overhead, and taking your time to roll over onto one side of the body, using your arm to support your head. Just taking a moment here, quietly for yourself, a moment to find gratitude and appreciation for yourself, for making time to come onto your mat today. When you're ready, you can slowly make your way back up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft. From here, take a big inhale as you reach the arms up overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, bring the thumbs to the third eye, intuitively recognizing your own worth, knowing that you are enough as you are. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring the thumbs to the lips, speaking your truth, speaking from your heart and a place of love. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, feeling a sense of love for yourself and all living beings. Together we'll bow our heads. Namaste. The light and love in me honors and recognizes the love and light in you. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was an honor to guide you through this self-love practice. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you soon.